Sailor Pluto Tessa here, and today I'm gonna talk about this one thing that always happens. Well, it's not nothing bad, but it does come up. So everyone always likes to ask, "Oh, why you don't shift your films out, or why you don't do this?" Oh, I've made film on it many times, but this is going to be oh a true take on why we don't shift anything out. Well, first off, it's a choosing and a pick. And also it's also learning how the tools work. Now, keep in mind there are going to be men and women out there who have scaled the craft of film shifting, and they skilled whatever the film shifting tool was, you know. And these are going to be the ones that are going to come on and tell you how smooth it is. But this is after they skilled it. And keep in mind the tools that we worked with weren't that good. And then again, I don't think any of them are really that good, you know. And the ones that usually always would bring this up would always be the haters. The ones that would always scathe the films for not being shifted, but or cleaned or whatever. But then again, with these folks, is that they're never going to be happy with it, so they're always going to seek something that they don't like about it. So even if you did something, they would just seek something else they don't like about it. It is what it is. So, and they behave like, oh well, they behave like you need to do that, like it's your job to make them like it. But at the end of the day, they're gonna seek something else they don't like about it. And then there are some folks out there who see it as their film as a craft, and in their mind, everything has to be show. You know, this has to be that bright. This has to be shifting into that. You know, this has to be running like this. Oh, gotta have the outstanding drawings here, and the names gotta show up here or something. Well, we're not going to do that. And keep in mind, all the film shifting tools out there are junk. I mean, you're like, okay, yeah, that's a French barred word. They're clutter. They don't really work that well. None of them do. Not, not the Microsoft one. Not the ArcSoft one. Not the Cyberlink stuff. Not the Mackie Cam or Sony Vegas, and not the last cut, and truly not even Apple's ones. You know, at the end of the day, all they're gonna do is make your films brighter, make names show up, some outstanding drawings, make this brighter, make this darker. But when you want to cut something out, that's when it's going to become a hang up. You know? And yes, there are folks who have a lot of time on their hands to play around with their tools and make films that they don't care about, just so they can say, oh, well, next time I won't do that again. And then after they skill it, then they talk about, oh, this works like that. Well, good for them if these folks skilled it, but that's never going to be us. And there is no law or oversight that says, oh, you gotta have your films skill, you gotta have your film shifted or cleaned. Um, Folks are gonna scave it, and the haters are gonna scave it, but you're never gonna make them like your work anyway. So at the end of the day, them saying that shit, it is what it is. And the ones who truly do like your work are not going, are going to like it for what it is and how it is. And if they are going to scave you, they are going to scave you for grounds that they think is true. Not with the haters. Well, they just hate everything, and nothing ever going to be good enough with them. And their scathing is more of, oh, well, if you do this, I'll like your work, but at the end of the day, they're not going to like it anyway. So that's why I do not shift anything of our films. You know, and I know there's going to be someone out there saying, oh, well, I got this one to work. Well, maybe you didn't have the broken ones. We had the broken Microsoft Windows Filmmaker. Or maybe we had the broken ArcSoft web shooter friend, or ArcSoft, web process, for layer, whatever, maker, whatever. And we truly had the broken, inner, inner, interweb link strength overseer. Maybe we had made over the broken ones, or maybe they're all broken. Maybe at the end of the day, all they can really do is make your films brighter and darker and make names show up and outstanding drawings and stuff like that. Maybe that's what all of the film shifting tools out there, the ones that are free and the ones that you have to buy, and the ones that come with your reckoners running setup, maybe that's really what they're all truly can only do. But, it is what it is. Anyway, and I hope this film tells you why we don't. And plus, at the end of the day, we just like the films the way they are. I mean, that's lifelike, and at the end of the day, the films are lifelike. You know, you can't shift anything out of true life. You can't clean anything out of true life when it happens. When something by luck happens, good or bad, you can't shift it out. You can't clean it out. So that's why I don't do it in our films. You know, and if haters don't like that, oh well. They they're it's just not for them then. That's their hang up. You know. But anyway, that's why we don't shift our films or clean our films, since the word edit and censor are Latin borrowed words. The English word would be shift and would be clean. So, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm Sailed Pluto Tissa. Hope you like this film.